Woo! Hello, everybody. I am Corey. I am the Game Master, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons: The Eternal City. If you want to know about what the Eternal City is, I have an Obsidian portal. It's in the link below.
Right.
Just go there, click
That's
it,
a
and
thing.
there's information there. Our players today are Crystal, Tarek, and Howard, and they're going to tell you a little bit about their characters. But first, I'd like to tell you about our patrons. Our patron squires are right over there, and it's KMJH, Andy Roberts, and Necrosis, and they are wonderful because they help support this channel. If you want to do that, go to my Patreon. If you go there, though, for free, there are adventures there. There's D&D adventures, there's L5R adventures. They are free for the taking. Just go and get them, and you can have a wonderful, great game like us. Wow, I just went really fast through this, so I know, right?
All those words.
So we're going to toss it over to all of our players to describe their characters as brief as they can, their names and what they're due, and maybe a little like their physical features. And y'all can figure out who does that. I'm not gonna.
Nobody.
I am
talks.
verbose. You should really get to know me. I am a gray-skinned tiefling. That means half elf, not half human. Ew. I have horns, but they're well hidden underneath my well-groomed powdered wig. And by the way, how's my mole?
I am. I'm Audrey Greenleaf. I'm a halfling bard, and I like to play instruments and to cheer people up. And I'm pretty okay with little stabby things like my short sword.
And her personality, which is also sharp as a tech. I am playing Regulus Arctus. I am a high elf. I always know what the right thing to do is, even when it's the wrong thing to do. And I will not hesitate to take action when necessary. I am a tall, very muscular, nerdy elf, and that's what I'm doing.
That's great. We're gonna start some music.
Ah, the pearls.
Wow, did somebody just die?
I had to clutch them. Yes, we all did, and then we were resurrected. By
Y'all went back to your save spot.
Exactly.
So let's do a quick recap of what happened. As far as I know, you guys figured most of this stuff out. There was some rats that were in a noble's basement. Y'all killed the rats. Y'all found out that this guy has a shrine to a primordial spirit, which isn't, cricket.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah, he's basically a cultist, but it's a cultist to like a cool party god. So that's great.
Man, at first I thought, are they like having rat fights?
You found an interesting sword at the shrine called the Ventus Gladius, which is a short sword that gives you bonuses while drunk. It's really neat. You stole it and concealed it. Verbositus stole it and concealed it on his person sloppily. Then, tracking down where the rats came from led you to the zoo, where you met a halfling named Ego. Or Igo, I'm not sure. It's letter
We
I.
unfortunately fucked that little guy up,
Igo.
man.
And he apparently has been giving rats to people, animals. He's basically been selling animals under the counter. And
Black
supplied the
market
rats.
animal merchant. They're a hot commodity.
And supplied the rats to the neighbor of the first noble. The first noble is Titus Hostilius, and his neighbor is Clovius Silo. and you were talking to Clovia Silo, and she apparently did this, but hasn't like confessed, but you're pretty sure she did. Y'all were talking about exactly what you were going to do about this situation, who you were going to pin it on, and how you were going to, I guess, collect your reward at the Factotum Guild. Factotum Guild.
I kind of like the word factorum better, but I know that you said it wrong.
I did say it wrong. Factotum.
I think that factorum sounds more like an old Roman thing than factotum. Because that sounds more like a tribal thing to me.
Yeah,
I like your mess up. Let's go with that.
But that's not the right word. These words have definitions.
Do they? You know, I would agree with you all the way up until the word yeet.
What?
I mean, it's a helpful word in modern parlance, right?
Is it really? I know how to say
it. Lets us know when to yeet.
Do people know what
Use
a
it as an
factotum
onomatopoeia.
is? Do you know what it means? Did people take Latin growing up in school? Do they still teach that?
Yeah, right.
I had a Latin class in my school growing
You
up.
did?
No, they
Yeah,
only
there
teach
was a Latin
American
class.
in America. We in America, we speak American.
Speak American.
We in America, we get
we speak
Spanish,
American.
French, and maybe German.
Well, I'm sure Latin class is an important class for like Bible
They're
studies.
mostly struggling to teach
and
people English.
especially if you're Catholic. Latin's probably really important.
I have the only MMGA hat. It's the Make America Great Again hat.
Let's not get political with this, man. We're all in the Eternal City, and if you want to talk politics, talk about the inequality of the Eternal City, because it's big.
Factorum?
Factotum.
So we need to find a way to tie the neighbor to the crime. We do have a piece of evidence in our employ that we can say we found in this lady's house. And if we say that, we have justification to bring her in to justice.
I have a quick setting question. Are we now outside of her house?
You guys asked to have a little privacy, which means you could have moved like further off into the room or out into the garden if you wanted to go out into the garden.
That's a good point. I was just making observations, not necessarily going into what my
Yeah, I
character...
just want to know where we're talking exactly.
Well, it's not something that my character would say. I'm just reminding everybody the points of where we stand.
No, only talking character, man. Don't be talking out of character. I don't read minds.
It's your choice where you want to talk. In fact, you know what? Let's do this. Since you asked for a little bit of privacy, she'll leave the room while you guys confer, and she'll be back in a few minutes.
She's a witch! Kill her!
I immediately look at any portraits or paintings around the room to see if the eyes are watching us. I have seen Scooby-Doo.
No, you don't see that, but there are servants in the room.
We move away from the servants.
They seem to be, like, minding their own business, but if you guys act out of turn or, like, wander off, they'll...
I'm assuming that if we, like, light a tapestry on fire, they'll react. But if we just move away from them and talk privately, exactly. I want to know, I'm going to just keep an eye out to see if they are keeping an ear on us, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Okay. So, we know who... we know for sure that she is the culprit we're after. And I say we should bring her to justice.
I'm for that. I have no problem with this plan. The question is how. Should we frame her, take something of hers, put it at the scene of a crime?
I mean, it's technically not framing if we know it was her.
Yes and no. I like both options.
if 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 our only way of getting evidence on this crime is through
Fabrication?
deceit,
I like
I would
fabrication better. It sounds like we made a thing.
I think that we should perhaps look at this this problem from a different direction.
All right.
Maybe we can get testimony from the man at the zoo to verify
Perhaps.
that she was.
We could also talk with this one neighbor that she named as being the person guilty of the crime she committed because she was pressed and didn't want to name herself.
What would our aim be at talking to him?
To see what he knows about her. Maybe perhaps she has a vendetta against him as well. I mean, you don't just name someone you like, you name someone you dislike. That's what I would do if I were a dirty criminal, which I am not.
Interesting. You know, it never occurred to me. Well, perhaps we could investigate that further.
Yes.
We could even ask around the area to see if she's done this to anyone else recently.
She might
Perhaps
be quite
other
a shy
neighbors
neighbor.
have been affected in some way.
I'd be happy to further investigate her neighbors. Just remember, we are on a clock of sorts.
Yes, there is a time limit. Very true. Our endeavors must be swift, so we must decide on what we have time to do before we must take action.
We could speak to maybe one neighbor before coming to a conclusion of a plan.
We could also talk to the zookeeper. We may be able to muscle him into get doing what we want, giving us more.
We have already promised him
not to arrest him for this crime, but that does not mean that we do not have leverage over him, knowing that he is a criminal, that we could hold over him for his many other crimes, and use that to get more information out of him.
I agree. And we could also ask him for a favor, to simply say that he was forced, exaggerate her influence upon him in such a way that it explains why he did something as malodorous as to help her. It was because he was afraid, and that puts all the onus upon her. You have to be careful where one places one onus. Fairly certain that's a word.
Yes, the onus is definitely a word. The only other thing that I can think of is the evidence of the missing cart that we left at Titus's house. That cart is evidence of a theft. If the zoo comes out, the cart that we found at Titus's, there was a cage. There was a cage.
Oh yes, the box. Yes.
That was movable.
Refresh my memory. Where did that end up? Well, it seems like yesterday.
At Titus's house.
It somehow also feels like several weeks ago.
It was at Titus's house, and it is proof of a break-in to or a theft from the zoo. We could use that as evidence. The question is, how do we tie that directly to?
Oh, but Titus might not give it to us, as he doesn't like us anymore.
No, Titus would probably give it to us, but
would he?
Especially if we returned his sword.
Oh, yes. Oh, the sword we found here.
Yeah.
You find it here?
I think I did. Look! I set it down and I pick it up. Look what I have found!
You know what? I think that may just be the right solution.
Everyone ends up happy that way.
Well, it seems as though we have made our decision.
We have agreed upon something. I am ecstatic.
So, do you want to call the silo? It's silo, right?
Yes.
Do you want to call Clobia silo back into the room? Announce our
We
judgment.
tell her if we're going to go and talk to Titus and frame her for the whole thing, which she actually did. What are we telling her before we walk out of here? We should agree on that.
I don't think that we need to talk to her.
Well,
We're
we would
leaving her house. I'm sure she'll have a
Would
word.
not we need to arrest her?
She knows we're after her, but we don't yet have the proof. When we go to Titus with the sword that we say we found here, we'll have the proof.
So everybody can make a history check.
Me? Who?
Everybody, history check.
Oh, everyone. All right.
History.
I like that plan.
I rolled a 20.
Nice.
One of us already made it. I feel like I don't need to roll, but I'm going to do anyway.
Well, you get to see whether you get to
Oh,
remember
ignore the
automatically.
advantage. Sorry, that was on.
13.
Okay, everybody made over a 10. So you guys know, for the most part, factotums can make arrests if they feel like it is like a matter where like somebody needs to be apprehended immediately. If they don't, you can just simply make a report and leave it to the city guard. The
Okay.
custodians will take care of it.
So I guess the question is, should we arrest her now for the evidence we have found? I point to the sword. Or should we speak with him, then come back and arrest her? Him being Titus.
I think we can leave the arrest to the custodians.
Regulus, your theory?
I think we should talk to Titus.
I suppose we'll go to Titus first. So what do we say to her on our way out that won't keep her from pursuing us or doing something untoward?
If she attacks us, then we are well within our rights to defend ourselves.
I'm not worried about that. I know how incredibly capable and badass I am.
Well,
Badass is an ancient Roman word, which I will explain later. Badass.
if we must talk to her, we can simply say that we've come to our decision and we will be leaving her to her business.
Right, a little TTYL, bitch, and we walk on out. I love this plan. Except for when it goes horribly wrong.
We're not telling her that we're not gonna get her in trouble.
Yes, but I'm assuming she's paranoid and assuming that our lack of forthcoming is negative.
I'm just going to say this one more time. We could just leave.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing stopping us from
all over
walking.
there. I'll give you the old alley-oop if you wish. You better
We're not in
something
like
down for me.
we're not like locked in a building, right, Tori? We can just
No.
walk out.
There are servants who will probably escort you to the exit.
Well, yeah, but if we want to leave, we can just be like, hey, okay, let's take off.
You can be like, tell your madam, thank you for the interview, and we'll be taking our leave. Yeah.
Precisely.
I'm
yeah.
just saying that she's not stupid. If we do it that way,
What is she going to
she
do?
will come up with a plan to harm us.
I'm unconcerned.
Right. Very well. Let's do it your way.
Okay, you decide to leave?
Yeah.
All right, the servants will escort you out to through the gates, and you are now back out on the street.
Okay. Let's head over to Titus.
Okay, you go over to Titus's place.
Yep.
You notice there's a custodian out front.
To clean up
Okay.
his wine cellar.
Stop right there.
Hello.
He's a human guard. What business do you have with the Honorable Lord Hostilius?
Titus Hostilius had an issue with a neighbor that has sabotaged his wine cellar. We wish to tell him who it was.
We've had some suspicious activity in the neighborhood. Some theft. Please follow me.
Very well.
Okay.
So you guys are led into the building, and Titus comes out and says, "You who did such a poor job with my rats and I have theft, I have damages."
We know who actually did plant the rats in your wine cellar before you blame us further. She's confessed all pretty much to the crime. And I pull forward his gladius and show it to him.
My heirloom!
And I present it as I'm handing it to him, not trying to keep it.
All right, he'll take it. He'll look it over for damage. He'll pull it out. What?
You have a neighbor who does not like you. She finds the noise that you make with your parties to be appalling.
It was Clovia who did this. She's trying to sabotage my parties!
Yep.
Would you
Well-
have us arrest her, or do you wish some more peaceable agreement?
I'll handle this. I know how to deal with Clovia. Thank you. Thank you for everything. I think this contract is fulfilled now.
We expect more than the 30 that was originally offered.
Of course, the extra contract for finding the glaive would have been 150 gold pieces. That will be given to your account as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, would you like to join me for a glass of wine? In fact, all of your all's stomachs are pretty grumbly at this point, as you haven't eaten all day.
I would love
Shit, we
to,
forgot to eat.
my good sir.
That would be most welcome.
He'll turn to a servant and says, We'd like some food and some wine, please. And they'll bring out some great food for y'all to eat. Fruit, cheese, wine. Y'all have a good time, and y'all do general chit chat and
Little
everything.
smoky.
Get to know each other.
Why
They
not?
got pigs in a blanket.
Why not?
He says, everybody make a charisma check. If you have persuasion, use
You
persuasion.
and your dice rolls.
Make a persuasion
I'm not
check.
good at those.
Persuasion.
That's 20 for me.
A gentleman's 2.
I actually don't see where to click to get just to... Oh, never mind. Found it.
Persuasion?
You
Persuasion.
could have used persuasion.
Oh, did you say persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your bonus?
Let me see. Hang on. Let me go to persuasion.
I'm assuming you're proficient.
I'm definitely proficient. So, yeah, +5. So, 16.
Okay.
Well,
Regulus goes
13.
goes to use the facilities. Hostilius says, I would love for my next party to invite you to come along for all of your service. You'd have a wonderful time at this party as long as you keep Regulus away. Elves are supposed to be nobility, and he is most certainly not, and it would be a poor taste for me to invite him. You understand?
I believe it has something to do with that every noble has that, like, second cousin twice removed. That, and as I say it, there's just, like, loud fart from the facilities.
No, I was gonna say it's me retching because I've been drinking way too hard since I got here.
Oh, perhaps the retching then, even better than the farting.
Using the vomitorium.
Oh,
That's not
Just,
what
like,
that is.
Walked over to his. I just like walked over to his bushes, his like plants, and just vomited into his plant.
He vomits into a house
I'll
plant
be
in the
right
corner.
back. Just get some more wine from downstairs. It's gonna rinse my mouth out. It's gonna
Out
clean.
of
It's gonna be
character.
fine.
if it doesn't work out like I had planned, you would have had the sword that gives you bonuses while drunk.
Oh, I know. I'm aware. Tarek the player is very aware, but
That was my plan as a character, but you were so lawfulness.
So you might have made a new friend, and you move on back to the Factotum Guild. Actually, the contracts won't be fulfilled until the morning, so nothing will be there until the morning.
Mhm.
So you can go and register that you've completed it, and you'll set everything in motion. So hopefully tomorrow,
yeah.
if there are no further complications keeping that money up, y'all will be paid. And
I say we turn in our quest and then go hit the bar scene and see what we can dredge up.
So what we've learned from this, and I just want to, at some point while we're all alone to talk, point this out. What we have learned is, if we take a little something from each crime scene, we can put it at the next phase. And that's where we found it, and solve so many problems. So
I mean,
quickly.
this is basically prototypical policing.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is cops planting evidence so they can frame the people they know are guilty.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
I'm just saying this happened all the time back in like the Roman days. You know what I mean? The guards weren't like.
Yeah, the Roman days,
Oh, boy.
not present day. No.
Definitely
never do that
not.
today. No, never.
Oh yeah, they'd never murder innocent people. That's who what are we talking to you about?
Okay.
Not thin blue lined white people. We're all good, man. It's all good.
So, what are your accommodations for the night? Where do you guys stay?
I mean, I could always go back to my house. Yeah.
Your families? You have a
What is the
family's
price
house,
of,
yeah.
like, good accommodations. I don't have my DM screen up today because you're running. So
Like, I'm just saying, like, Tarek's character Regulus has a family and goes home and can sleep there. I'm just wondering where the rest of you are.
The
Yes,
apartment
well-
above the music shop. Or, you know, the Roman equivalent.
there's a cot that I can go sleep on, but I'd rather go find myself a nice place for the night. I'm going to spend a gold for decent boarding for the night.
Sure. You can definitely do that. That's
I will definitely
that's
mark
really
off a
decent
gold
boarding, I
then.
think.
Like a nice
Yeah.
room.
You got fancy room.
I think I've earned it.
I did so much talking today.
It's
I've
my,
earned
So
just-
we
I've
get
earned a
paid the
chance
next
to pledge.
day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless there's a complication.
all right.
A
You
complication.
never know.
Yeah, what complicate our stuff?
background starts off with 20 gold. A distinct lack of equipment, but 20 gold, so I've been okay.
Yeah, I started off with 15 gold and no lack of equipment for at this moment, but
Here it is. Lifestyle expenses. 1 gold piece is modest.
Ah, okay.
What is, like, better than that?
2 gold is comfortable. 4 gold is wealthy, and aristocratic is 10 gold minimum.
Dang.
I'm willing to go wealthy and spend 3 more gold over the one I've already spent.
Okay.
Just because I want a decent night.
You
So
find a great
mark it
inn.
off.
You find a great inn in the the noble sector, the where politics happen and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Your
I'm
dad
gonna
lives near here.
I'm gonna steal some towels and everything.
Your dad lives around here. It's great.
Yeah, f that guy.
His dad.
So everybody meets back up at the Factotum Guild
All right.
in the morning. You all see each other.
Good morning.
The place is filling up with guild members.
I don't know the weight of it, but I'm gonna add 2 towels to my inventory.
Okay.
Stole 2 towels.
Towels.
Damn right I did.
He took a bath at his wealthy room.
Can't blame you. I don't know what you're gonna use them for, but sure.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I've read the Hitchhiker's Guide. Towels are important.
Yeah,
are.
never forget your towel.
All right, so we show up. I'll do some stretching at the door, waiting for everybody. Like perky and like I didn't even drink the night before.
Does everybody arrive on time, early, or late? It's up to you.
I arrive early with like coffee or the Roman equivalent.
I will
I am
arrive
already
exactly
went for a
5
run.
minutes late. But I will look immaculate. Like every piece of my clothing has been studiously cared for. My powdered wig is in perfect place. My mole is excellent.
Crystal, you said you were arriving when?
Right at opening.
All right. So Regulus is sitting around with a few people while the doors are still locked. They're talking about, some of the jobs that they did.
Oh. Well, I'll talk about the job that we did
It's like,
and
they're like,
how we
"Oh,
got
you
to get
actually-
wine afterwards.
You actually took that rat job, huh?
It turned out to be much more involved than just the rats, but yes, indeed, we did.
Oh, really? Were there dogs too?
Mm-mm. No dogs, but betrayal and the dirty underbelly of society, all wrapped up into a
He makes it
mysterious
sound so
bundle.
much worse.
Right. Giant rats. Underbelly of society. They go together like,
Like crime and justice.
You see Crystal's character, Audrey, walk on up. And the doors unlock behind you.
Oh, looks like it's time to go in. I brought an extra drink. I didn't know if you'd need one after last night.
That's very considerate of you.
The
Is
other
it water?
The other members
Yeah,
of the
it's a bit
guild
stronger than water.
The other members of the guild start filing in. It's up to you whether you want to go in or not.
Let's go
Yeah,
in.
I'll stay outside for a moment just to look around to see if I see Verbositus, but if I don't see him, then I'm just gonna go back inside.
Okay. The lines are starting to form at the counter as people are being paid for their previous jobs, and they're looking for new contracts.
I'll tell Audrey about all the other jobs that the other people were talking about.
And I'll listen intently.
Okay.
I talk about them in a voice that sounds extremely condescending, but isn't intended to be.
It sounds that way, but you don't feel that way.
Yeah, I'm just like
You just have
lazily
the
refilling story.
verbal version of resting bitch face.
As
Basically,
you're,
yeah.
as you're having a conversation outside, you finally notice Verbositus casually walking down the street, looking suave as all get out.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning!
Good morning to you.
I would have brought you an additional drink, but it would have been gone by the time you arrived anyhow.
I have one. I'm good to go, but I do appreciate the thought. Quite nice of you.
Indeed.
I am indeed carrying a drink.
I'll point to the line that's like probably dwindling at this point. We've been here for a while.
No, actually,
Well,
it's growing.
it's growing.
Yeah, it's growing.
Well,
Oh, it's
we
growing.
Yeah, I'm
should
only
line
5
up.
minutes late, like an hour late or anything.
Okay, y'all get in line. And there's quite a few people in front of you now. And it takes quite a bit of time for you to get to the front of the line. But
They
once
should
you,
really open up more tellers to make this faster.
but once you
Or
get
at
there,
least the sandwich stand.
you see your gnomish friend. He says, "Oh,
Friend or friend?
Friend.
I feel he's more friend.
he says, what company?"
The regulators.
Right.
Yes.
That's right. You started yesterday. Oh, it seems here you have your quest done, and your contract completed, and it is confirmed. So you deserve some gold. Here is 100. This should be 180 for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My
He
gratitude.
stamps the contract completed.
Could we also trouble you for a new one?
Actually, before I was going to do that, a letter came for you.
Oh, really? In one day? Aren't we fantastic?
He picks it up and puts it on the table.
It's just the bloody head of a horse. Like, oh, we're on to you.
This means nothing. Just tuck it away.
Yeah.
The letter has a wax seal that is broken.
Oh.
It is addressed to the regulators, and it is from. You notice the seal on it is the seal of Aedes Parsi.
Aedes Harsey?
Aedes Parsi, yes.
Is there
Okay.
a reason
That
that,
is a-
someone
that
has
is a-
already read this?
Hold on, that is a local temple in town.
Okay.
I asked the gnome, is there a reason that this wax seal is broken?
I try to respect all of the rules and regulations here at the Factotum Guild. I would never open that if I didn't think that there was some sort of if that wasn't of paramount safety to the guild. I did not open that seal. It came like that.
Can I roll religion to identify the temple? Like
Can I roll insight on
why
the
he would
gnome?
react that way? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna roll religion. I want to insight the gnome.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what I was thinking.
You can either roll religion or insight the gnome, either one.
Alright, I'm inciting. See if I
I'm
find it.
moderately insightful.
This gnome seems to be on the level. The gnome seems defensive in the fact that it seems like he doesn't want you to blame him for the open seal.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a 14. Yeah, you get that.
Same as okay.
Verbositus, it is a local temple. It's famous for something. God, it's on
I
the tip
think
of your-
Regulus
it's
was
like-
doing the temple check. I'm
There's-
doing the insight.
It's really famous for something.
Verbositus is doing insight.
Yeah,
Are you
Regulus.
talking about Regulus?
Yeah, Regulus.
Okay.
Regulus. You're not sure what it's famous for, but it's famous. And there's a reason for it.
Is there a reason that you would distrust this temple?
The gnome says, I don't distrust that temple at all. Like I said, that came like that.
Oh, it came like this. It just says to go to the temple, or does it? Have we been able to read it yet? If not,
You
I'll
didn't
just pick it
open
up.
it. No
I'll
one's
pick it up.
opened it.
I'll pick it up and read
Let's see
it.
what's
All
inside
right,
it.
you pull the letter out of the envelope.
Corey's
Enjoy
like, you
your
get hit in the face
anthrax.
with a bunch of what is that stuff that they mailed before?
It's
Anthrax.
Glitter?
Yeah, you just got a face full
glitter,
of
glitter bomb. You open it up, it's snakes.
Yeah. Cobras.
I thought it was peanut brittle. It is an official invitation to see Oracle Loria. It says that
Interesting.
she needs to speak with you personally as soon as possible on an important but secretive matter.
Does it have anything to do with King Lysandus?
What?
I said, does this have anything to do with King Lysandus?
I don't get the reference, but
300?
It's Daggerfall. It's Daggerfall.
Oh, okay.
Lysandus. Never mind. All right. So I'll look over at the other two and go. It looks like we are requested to go to a well-famed temple to speak with the oracle of it.
I adjust my powdered wig, touch up my bowl, and say, "Of course we are."
Well, it looks like we have important business elsewhere today.
I look at the gnome and go, do you think you'll still have contracts if we go and discuss first? Or should we just take one now? And
the gnome just kind of looks up at you and is like, I don't know. Many of the best contracts go first. There's always a few left at the end.
What's the best one you can give to a copper-rated company?
I don't rank them by the best. I rank them by rank. You want to see all the contracts I have? I can show them to you.
I look at the other two. Do we want to take a contract in addition?
You know what? I'm more interested in wherever this letter goes. These contracts are dumb.
Well, that leftover one was, but maybe we should just go now. It would be the most polite thing to do.
Okay.
I agree.
You know, first impressions are important.
If you
And
say
also,
so.
contracts are dumb.
Okay. Off y'all
Don't
go.
judge our quest board.
Off you go to the
Oh yeah,
Adidas
and we
Percy.
all have 60 gold more now.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
You can buy
I need
stuff.
to
with that
am-
if you like.
Oh my
Getting
gosh!
Loaded.
Money! This is like the most money I've ever had in my whole life!
Wait, 60 more gold?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, 180 divided by 3 is 60
150
each.
and 30 each.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, divided each way.
I wonder how that.
Essentially, we have each robbed gold from 3 fictional people.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'll be the one brave enough to take it from the fictional half-orc.
I'm watching you, Verbocidus.
All right, let's head to the temple.
All right. As you do that, I'm gonna say everybody now has 300 experience points.
Woot!
That
We
levels everybody
we
up.
just got
Ooh! I suddenly
Do we roll the
feel
point, or we need to take a nap?
more
Now,
awesome!
y'all can level up right now if you want.
Heck yeah, I want to roll that. Let's see, it's what am I?
As y'all finish your first contract, you get experience for that last scene and for completing the contract. So that gets you leveled.
Oh wait, are we rolling hit points? I don't know how
Well,
this
you
works.
just did. Unfortunately, you only rolled one.
Oh, I was just checking on the thing. I thought it rolled it inside of my thingy, or if you took 4, or
I was
don't
gonna roll a
know.
D8. Is there a way to roll it inside your thing?
I don't know. I just clicked on where my character's name was, and it brought up
I
this
rolled
whole
it too.
new thing.
Boom! I beat you by 1 point. Yeah, my 10 hit points. I'm the shiznit.
This is a low hit point game. I'm gonna adjust my encounters accordingly.
I
Well, that's what I was gonna
appreciate the
say.
hell out of that.
I thought they had a rule where you just like take half of your
No,
thing.
that's you have a choice to do that or roll. But if you roll, you're already screwed.
Okay, because that was what I was asking before. 'Cause
It's
it had,
half
like,
plus 1, so you're always.
I wish I could show y'all what I'm looking at right now. There's a whole like character mancer thing.
Yeah, don't use
Like I
that.
could have
That thing
taken
sucks.
5 or rolled the die. I rolled the die. I got a 2. It's my bad.
No offense on Roll20, but that character mancer never worked right for me, and I don't like it. I don't use it.
And it won't let me choose the right. I gotta
have a
cancel
D8.
this.
Yeah, please.
Opt out. Just get me away from this.
How many?
I
hit
don't
points
think
do you-
I
are you
used
just
it.
taking
I'm
the-
just taking the average.
All right.
Yeah, I would have just taken the average, but so if you click on the wizard level or your level
Oh,
class
Plus 1 more for my con.
area, it goes through a character mancer. I gotta get a book.
On switching out spells, is that something you're allowed to do anytime you level up, or only when you get like the next level of spells?
Anytime you level up, I believe. And every level you can switch out spells.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's get rid of Bane, because that was kind of shitty.
Oh, tell us how you really think.
I need a healing spell.
I am now level 2. I have no idea what that adds. I'm gonna have to look at the book.
I know I haven't used Speak with Animals yet, but I look forward to it.
You've spoken with this animal. Oh yes.
Wait! Can't everybody speak with animals? I mean...
I think it's whether or not they understand you. I believe that is the difference.
Okay, which healing spell? Okey-dokey.
Oh, I get proficiency with light armor
Oh, look at
and
that.
proficiency with one-handed melee weapons.
You have gold. You can buy a healing potion too. It's 50 gold to buy a healing potion if you want.
Oh yeah.
I think at least 2 of us are gonna go off and buy us some thieving tools. Not that we know what that. No, I meant locksmithing tools. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes, locksmithing tools. I'm not a
unlock
thief.
them.
And I gained proficiency in the performance skill. Wow.
You can. Yes.
You can perform terribly.
I can dance if I want to. I can leave my friends behind.
Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, they're no friends of mine.
Because I'm learning all the elf skills now. You know what I'm saying? I am in
I
touch
believe
with
all
my
elves are born with the ability to be snooty and ignore their friends.
Yes, exactly. I also get Blade Song, which is also awesome because it lets me do so many things. All of them, really. At second level, you can invoke a secret elven magic called the Blade Song, provided that you aren't wearing medium or heavy armor and are using a shield. It graces you with supernatural speed, agility, and focus. You can, as a bonus action, start the Blade Song, which lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you are incapacitated or you don medium or heavy armor or a shield, or if you use 2 hands to make an attack with a weapon. You must also dismiss the blade song at any time, or you may also dismiss the blade song at any time. While in blade song, you gain a bonus to your AC equal to your intelligence modifier. Your walking speed increased by 10 feet. You have advantage on dexterity acrobatics checks, and you gain a bonus to any constitution saving throw
That's a lot.
equal to your intelligence bonus.
That's a lot of stuff happening there.
I can use the feature twice and regain all expended uses when after a short rest. Those are my 2 features. I don't think I get anything else for a long time, though. I get like a second attack at 5th level, and that's it. And my spells. I also get my spells, but that's my arcane tradition. So I get another 1st level spell.
So is anybody buying
What?
anything?
Sorry, what?
I'm probably gonna buy some.
With their
Before
gold.
we go over there,
Yeah. There are shops on the way. Y'all can stop and...
Is there a back alley shop where we can actually purchase this each a set of thieves tools?
Yeah,
'Cause at least
you can get a
one.
set of thieves' tools.
All right, because I'm gonna buy
I
one.
don't think
know
it
that
even
Audrey's
has to
gonna
be
buy one.
back alley. There are legitimate reasons to need lockpicks.
I'm sure there are. Thank you, Hans, guy who sells me thieves' tools. Oh yes, you go find your locksmith. Come here, Hans. Your way takes too long. I have things to do, locks to pick.
I mean, you can buy
Yeah.
lockpicks on Amazon for some reason.
Yeah.
I go find the really tall woman. I buy them from her.
What?
Amazon?
Oh,
Oh.
I missed that Amazon was where we were getting them.
What is idea?
I don't know. She's a little bit scary.
By the way,
I find her to be dead sexy.
Titan Season 2 is shaping up really well. Much better than first season. But that's not what we're
This
here for.
Terminator is an awesome villain, and why are we talking about this?
I don't know, I just liked it. I need to say something.
Okay.
Anyways, did y'all update your characters, or is everybody good?
I'm still working on it. Give me a second.
I
Far
am mid
from.
update, but you can.
Like, I don't
Be
even know
honest.
what I get yet.
Just do a little cut and paste from the PDF. I'm sure Bards don't get any.
I think I'm going to take Find Familiar.
That's a spell.
Well, familiars are super helpful. They can
die
like
quickly.
do an assist action every turn and give you advantage.
Crystal
That's
gets
pretty
Jack of all
powerful.
trades and Song of Rest.
Oh, is that the, I get to add half my proficiency bonus to everything that I'm not...
Yeah.
Okay.
And Song of Rest is when you take a short rest, you get to add an extra D6 hit points.
Okay.
Or I could take Witch Bolt. I think I'm going to take Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt is a very good spell.
Come on, man.
Are you a warlock?
No, I'm a wizard.
Oh, okay.
All of y'all are spellcasters.
Yep, that's where it's at.
Everybody, all
Magic.
three of you are like, "Where's our tank? Somebody get between us and the monsters."
All three of us are spellcasters, and that's why we were all murdered by rats.
That is true. That is an accurate statement.
Eventually, it'll turn the other direction. It'll be why we keep absolutely murdering everything. But we have a way to go to survive before that.
We made it to level 2.
Sort of.
Well, I wouldn't tell you to level up if it wasn't important for the next little part of this.
So it
Okay.
is important. It's good to know.
I'm almost done. I'm trying to add a spell.
I have crap to pick, like invocations and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Because I am a urban bounty hunter.
You know, I played a noble knight once, and I never told anybody in my class. I didn't have anybody ask me what I was. I was a knight errant. And they're like, "What does that mean, knight errant? Is there a class called knight errant?" And they start looking through the book, and I'm like, "It can be any class." They're like, "Then what are you?" And I'm like, "I'm a knight."
This is roleplay, damn it. Stop trying to cheat.
Okay, there's probably a thingy in here where I can check Jack of all trades.
Yes, it's on your. It definitely is in your under that gear icon.
There, Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades, you got it.
Song
Now
of
you-
Rest.
Now you got the Jack. She's got the Jack. For you AC/DC fans out there.
Copy. I can use soothing music or oration.
So I'm trying to remember how to pull a thing into my character sheet, a spell.
Fully what?
I don't remember how to pull a spell into my character sheet without having to type it all out.
Do you have the PDF? You can just cut and paste from the PDF. Or...
No, there's a way in Roll20 to do it faster. I'm just trying to remember.
Oh, yeah. You hit the little eye icon, and then you type the spell name into the... under the eye with the circle around it. The letter I, not the eyeball.
Yeah.
And then you
Go
type
to
in the spell.
Spells. Category spells. There we go.
Yeah, as long as it's in the player's handbook, you can it'll probably be in there. It's the SRD. If you want to think anything more than the SRD, you have to pay for that privilege. In fact, I got the monster manual. I paid for that, so now anytime I click on a monster, I can just pull it with a automatic icon and everything onto the board on Roll20. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Can I buy studded leather armor?
Sure, of course.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I have no idea how much that costs, but it's probably more than I have.
It's 45 gold.
Ooh.
If you bought a healing potion, it'll be more than you have, because healing potions are 50.
Because if I add a studded leather jacket,
Well, I have a healing spell now.
I'll look like a badass, and
Which
everybody
I
will
can
respect
use
me.
twice a day.
How do
Most
I?
of my spells I want to use are not in there for some reason, so I have to type them in myself.
Yep. If they're not in the
Well, that's annoying. They're in the player's handbook, but that's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're just somebody was lazy.
Yeah, I've given up on given up on looking things up on Roll20 because they're never in there.
What spell is it?
I got it. It's fine. It's not there. I already know.
Okay.
Well, I'll put it in there. You can see it. I'm not trying to keep it from you. But there, you can see the name of it now. I'm putting the rest in there later. Like right
I
now,
see.
but you can already see it. I'm just giving you
Yeah, no results found in the SRD.
Isn't that annoying?
There's a bunch of stuff that isn't SRD that's still in like the player's handbook and the monster manual and stuff like that, but it's not SRD. Like Illithids aren't SRD, and you can't use them in your own world based on D&D. If you like sell an adventure,
Weirdly, you can't use Illithids because of the thing that allows everyone to use their D20 system, even for 5th edition.
yeah,
They've reserved a Lithid and Beholder and a few other creatures and said, this is D&D only material. And I'm like, but those are the best ones.
you can use them though if you use D&D.
Not in your private, not if you want to release your own module and get any kind of money for it. You can't have a Beholder in it or an Illithid.
No, if
And
it's
there's like a list.
if it's 100% your own stuff, you can't do it. But if you go through DM's Guild specifically and follow their guidelines, you can use Beholders and Illithids. But then you have to pay the DM's Guild tax, which is like 50%.
Yeah, I was really happy that the Nothic wasn't in there when I made my thing. I was like, hey, Nothic's not restricted. Yay. He wasn't on the list. I've got my new spell. I'm just picking my invocation. We can go whenever you want to go.
All right, let's go. If Crystal and Tarek are done.
I'm just double checking to make sure everything's golden. I gotta take off the money, which leaves me with 30 gold pieces. How a gold or a potion is 50, right?
50 gold for a potion. I'm not sure you have enough for that in studded leather.
I prefer having an 18 AC. That's much my
course.
preference.
Ooh, that's nice. 18.
Yeah. I think I made the wise choice on that one, but I would like to see if there's anything else I could spend some cash on real quick.
I'm gonna pick up some locksmith's tools.
Cool.
Can I pick up like things of oil? Like small pots of oil?
Like, I believe oil flasks are in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if I can purchase them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Equipment.
You can buy a...
Because I could get some of those, throw them at somebody, cover them in oil, and then toss a firebolt at them.
flask of oil. They're not like glass. Or yeah, you can get glass or
Of
potted
course.
ones.
Yeah, or like pottery,
Yeah,
even
glass.
just regular pottery, as long as it's breakable.
Yeah. 1 silver piece, and they're 1 pound. Wow. That's a lot of oil per flask.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get a couple of them.
As long as you can carry them. 1 pound each. I know as wizards you're not the strongest, the liftiest of characters.
The liftiest? I indeed am not the
Do
liftiest.
you even lift, bro? You don't.
I'll get like 3 of these. For 3 silver. That's 3 silver's like 30 copper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, why do you have so much copper with you?
Because of buying drinks. Oil.
So no matter how many you get, you always have a single copper to give.
Exactly. I'll have a lot of coppers. I'll take 3 of these oils, and that'll be 3 pounds, and I think I'm still good. Yep, still good.
I don't know how much weight I can carry.
It'll turn
your
red.
your total weight will go red, like
It
yellow
just
and then red.
automatically calculates that.
Yeah.
That is it's awesome, actually. It's one of the things I really like about Roll20.
Yep. I'm not carrying much, to be honest, though.
Okay, we all ready now, Crystal?
I
Yeah,
think
I'm
good.
ready.
Terry?
Yeah, we can go whenever.
Okay, you guys get to the Adides Parsi. It is a Roman-style temple. The doors are closed, and there's a single guard posted out front.
They probably know we're coming.
Probably. One would hope.
I go up to the door.
Guard stops you. Oh, pardon me. What business do you have here?
We've been summoned.
Oh, really? I haven't heard anything.
We have a letter. Oh, hand it up.
Okay, we'll take the letter. Oh, interesting. Never seen anything like this before. Well, please follow me.
We're here to see the Oracle.
He'll open the door and start leading you into the marbled templed hall. Another guard will walk up to meet you as you are walking through with, it looks like he has more honors on him. And he says, "Hold up there! Where are you taking these people?" Oh! They have a letter here from the Oracle. The Oracle needs to see them. And he says, "Really?" He snatches the letter up. The Oracle isn't seeing anybody today. Please escort them out.
Well, she did say it was of the most importance.
Really? Well, he takes the letter and tosses it on the ground and stomps it under his foot. The Oracle isn't seeing anybody today. And especially some bronze-ranked factotum. Get out before I call more guards over here.
Oh, really?
The other guard kind of looks like he's caught between a rock and a hard place, and he says, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Please follow me."
I follow the guy.
I guess we'll have to go.
Okay. He leads you back out. He closes the door.
Is
and he
there
says,
at all a chance to like reach down and sleight of hand grab that thing that he stomped on?
It's really hard because it's like under his boot.
Okay, so he doesn't take his foot off it.
No.
All right, then I'll leave it.
He will very much apologize for that. I don't know what's gotten into the captain. That was... I've never seen anything like that before.
I look around on the outside of the temple as he's talking to see if there's another way in.
Okay, you start looking around. The guard it simply says, there's only one way in. I know it's important you need to see the Oracle. Even if you found another way in, I'd have to stop you.
Just out of curiosity, if you knew for a fact that the Oracle had requested us, would it not be your duty to try and help us get in if your captain was being obstinate?
Well,
Because that letter your captain is standing on is from your Oracle.
I also can't disobey my captain.
So you see our quandary.
I mean, the Oracle is the captain's boss, right?
I can say this. If you... There is another way into the temple. And it's usually unguarded. But I can't tell you anything more than that.
I will watch him closely. Does he seem to like look off any direction, maybe to give us any hint with his body language, even if it's
Yeah,
unintentional?
sure. Make an insight check. Give me insight.
Yay! I'm not great at that, but I just thought I'd check.
Wow, that's a really good roll. Yeah, he kind of glances down at his feet.
Hmm.
Thank you very much for your politeness.
Yes, we understand you can't disobey your boss. But before we
Indeed.
go, do you know of anything unusual going on? Like,
I
why would he be reacting in such a way?
I'm not sure. I was simply told to guard the door and not let anybody in this morning. I didn't know exactly why.
Oh, so you're not usually posted outside the door.
Oh yes, I'm posted outside the door. I just watch the people walk in and out and make sure that there's no trouble happening.
Okay.
I don't want anything to disturb the sanctity of the temple.
Of course.
But you had an official letter. I figured that would have been a good exception.
We thought so as well. Have a great day. I wish you the best.
You too. I hope things go
I
better for
passed
you.
a couple of silver just for doing a good job.
Oh, I can't accept any money. Thank you. I will make a donation to the temple in your name, though.
Very well. I'll still mark off the silver. What he does with it is his business.
All right.
I guess we should go look for that secret door that probably goes into a basement.
Yeah, as we get away, I explain to y'all what I saw. I think there might be a, sadly, sewer entrance or something equally vile.
Hmm. Well, I guess it
He
makes
glanced
sense that there
down
would
at
be
his,
a sewer entrance.
I looked down at my nicely cleaned clothing and just sigh.
This is why I wear a toga.
Do you wear like a nice short knee length one?
Yeah, exactly. And it's fine. It's probably purple in color and
Of
soft, nice,
course.
and doesn't cling to the body, but keeps the moisture off. It's good. All right, so are we going to go down into the sewers? Are we sure that the sewers are where the entrance is?
Not at all. I just think that it is beneath him. Like he literally made a unintentional point to glance down when he was talking about other possible entrances. That is my guess. I
I'd
can't
like to at
guarantee
least
it's correct.
check around the building before we have to go down into the sewer.
Yeah, I'm not against that plan at all. That's a great plan.
Yeah, there only is one entrance in and out of the temple. There aren't any windows to the temple.
That's super weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fire hazard. And if they had a fire code back then, that wouldn't matter.
Well, I am going to check around the perimeter of the building for doors, secret or not.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look for a sewer entrance while she's doing that.
The guard will walk up as you're searching the area and say, "I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave the temple."
You keep saying that, but I'm still here.
I kind of figured we were like out of visual range, like around a corner or something by now.
Oh,
If you're just walking the perimeter, the guards might walk up and hassle you anyway. I see the logic of that.
oh. By the
I
way,
would
when
like.
you
I know I would.
as
If
for
I were in
another
your position.
as for another like opening into the temple, there was a skylight in the temple. There was yeah. Do y'all know what the Pantheon is?
Parthenon?
Parthenon?
No, the Pantheon.
Pantheon is like a group of
all
gods,
of the
isn't it?
gods.
It's also a temple
No, I didn't know that.
in Rome with a dome, and there's a hole in the top of the dome. And that's basically what this is.
Sure, that's not the Parthenon?
Oh, I guess they wouldn't
Yeah,
have it glassed in
He's right.
because back then
Okay.
glass was
Yeah,
not clear.
The Parthenon is the Greek temple in Athens. The Pantheon is the Roman temple with the dome.
Oh, okay. Google has answered that. There's nice pictures. Now I know. I thought it just been a group of gods.
It also means that.
So technically, we have the option of scaling the building and dropping in from the
Or
roof.
like a glider. My friend Socrates had the weirdest idea. He's
Yeah,
a
I'm
strange
looking
old
at that
gnome.
So you do find an entrance into the sewers. They're not like sewer entrances aren't. They're kind of hidden away, but at the same time they're big and definitely big enough for people to walk in because they're
You have to be able to go in to build them and to service them.
they're not like sewers nowadays. They're big, large, like halls underneath the city.
Right.
And then
Very well, I will go find my friends and who are walking the perimeter.
and then
Tell them of my discovery.
and then above you, of course, above the city are like the aqueducts pouring water to all of the different places and down into the fountains and stuff like that.
Does an aqueduct run over the building, like providing water to it?
No, this one is a bit away from the aqueduct. And the
Okay.
aqueduct, like there are basically fountains and streams that run down the side of the street.
It was a slim hope. Like, oh, we could just follow. Oh, no easy way.
Further proof that nobody likes sewer levels.
I think it's that nobody likes PCs, and PCs have to walk through sewers. I think that's what that means.
Yeah, it's fair.
So I go find you guys somewhere around the building, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, my character's literally just sitting there, maybe in the grass, reading a spell book.
Watching guards chase off Audrey.
Yeah. Just enjoying the moment.
Watching her get chased off and doodling pictures.
Oh, look at that halfling run.
Regulus is a dick.
No, he's an elf. You're right.
I'm sorry, is that a different spelling of dick?
Yeah. It has 2 eyes and a Q.
A Q.
They're all silent, though. Freaking elves. All right.
Yeah.
So I will approach Regulus and Audrey as she walks up, looking dejected, I imagine. I have dire news that may be in our favor, in that I think I have found an entrance.
Well,
Good work. I
that's
did not
better
even
than I
realize you were
did.
gone. Oh,
Hey, well, I have something in my eye. One moment.
Well, it looks like you've done some great groundwork. Now it's time for us to go on this grand adventure and discover what the Oracle is looking for.
Yes, my
Hopefully more
groundwork. It's
interesting than
actually
more
a bit subterranean ground, possibly involving walking through.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be that bad. It's not like we're going to a sewer.
How wrong you are.
You weren't paying attention when he was talking, were you?
You can't help it.
course
Those
I
giant
was.
elf ears are just decoration.
Lead onward, Vibositus.
Verbositus.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
And I will lead y'all to the sewer entrance that I found.
Yep.
So yeah,
As we get close, I'm like, wait, no. This must be a jest. You jest for both of this.
Where did you think the
Not at all.
underground entrance was?
a foul smell emanates from the opening that leads you deep into the bowels of the city.
Well, plug your noses.
I think bowels of the city is a little bit more accurate than we like to think about.
It's quite dark in there, and Audrey has a tough time seeing.
Well, until I cast light on my necklace.
That does help indeed.
I thought you said it is having a tough time singing, not seeing.
I
I was
would
like,
have a tough time singing in
just
here.
in
You
here
gotta
like,
take
I'm
great big
singing
breaths.
in the rain. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not
you gotta
for
take
you
a deep
guys.
breath and let the song out, and you take a deep breath and you go. It's terrible.
As you guys are doing your best to breathe through your mouth, you notice that this area is quite wide, with nice service paths down each side of what you think is
It's,
probably terrible, murky, bad water. But you soon come upon some forks in the area, which leads you down different paths. You'll have to make a survival check to find your way through the twisting intestines of the city.
Sorry, give me a sec. Get back to that.
Regulus, it doesn't matter. I just need it one check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Regulus seems to know exactly where you need to go to get back underneath the temple.
Yeah.
Just for
Don't
fun,
ask how
like
I know
to
this
keep it
place
locked.
so well.
And so does
Just keep
Proboscis.
moving.
I point to him an even slightly better route that keeps my clothing clean.
But I've never been that way before. There could be a tidal wave of sewer water.
I'm not walking that way. I'm walking here and keeping my clothes as clean as is possible. I may have wasted my 120 this game. I'll have you know.
So
I am clean, Donuts.
you guys get to you find a great, you find that one path through the muck where you can walk that's like perfect. And no one else can exactly duplicate that one walk that you make.
I certainly can't with my tiny little legs.
And you look back at the other people, with a little bit of grime on their shoes and stuff, and you feel a little proud of your accomplishment.
I
should
made
look
it through
down
the
on
sewer
them.
squeaky clean.
You find the entrance to the underside of the temple. In the wall, there is a grand door with many gears and levers, and it looks to be quite complicated. And there's a keyhole.
I look at
A keyhole, you say?
I look at my fresh set of thieves' tools, and then thank the gods that there's a keyhole. I was like, a keyhole.
Here's the problem. This door looks so complex that one of two things will probably happen to you. The first is you might damage the door if you don't do this properly in a way where it won't open back up ever. Or two, it's trapped and might kill you.
So no pressure.
You all can make perception check.
Checking for traps.
Wow.
We nailed
Oh, we're good at
that.
this.
Everybody starts looking over the door. You start searching for traps, seeing how tough this lock is going to be. Give it a good scrutinizing when you hear the sounds of combat. And they're
Can we
getting
tell-
closer.
Where from? Is it echoing
getting
down the
closer?
sewer halls
It's
or
echoing down the
through
sewer hall.
the
It's
door?
that way. It's right over there.
But not on the other side of the door.
Not on the other side of the door, no. You can't hear anything from the door. The door is super thick.
Audrey,
Okay, we
are you
have two
faster
options here.
than I am? Hurry up.
Oh, with a door, yes.
I will give you advice. I'm
Right,
gonna
you're
backseat drive
hurrying.
her lockpicking
You're
because
hurrying.
I'm gonna
You
help her. It's
with
gonna be super
looking
annoying.
over this door, you know that this door is super tough to break. Like over a 20
Oh, you mean to lock
to
pick
lockpick it.
in?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and help her because she and I are both skilled in lockpick. So I think we can. I think I can just by helping her, but it's gonna be through the form of backseat driving a lockpick. She's gonna hate me afterwards.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
down the hallway to where the noise is coming from and just kind of try to get a better look.
All right. We'll do the lockpicking first.
Not bad.
All right. With
Oh.
this roll,
That gives me
yeah,
advantage.
you can roll advantage.
23 is good.
23 is very good. You know that
You know,
on your
you
23,
need to pick it like this. Angle it to the left. Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
Oh my gosh, verbosity! Shut it!
you notice that this door, first off, needs a 25 to pick it. And secondly, if you didn't roll over a 20, you would have been hit by a blade trap that would have came out and sliced you.
Now, see, this is the point where you can be like, you saw it coming, you ducked, and tried to see if I got out the way.
It's like, oh my gosh, good thing that blade was positioned for a
was
tall
helpful.
person.
I was helpful, but I was
Oh,
super annoying, so I
person.
kind of understand.
Regulus, you go down the hall, and you turn the corner, and you see a battle happening with these small, with these I don't know if they're small, they're medium size. These shiny metallic bronze creatures fighting this thing that's swooping down on them. This ethereal creatures coming down, swooping down, and every time it swoops down, one of these like creatures falls over. Pshink.
Arcana?
Sure, you can make an Arcana check.
Recognize what these things are?
These aren't constructs. You've never seen anything like this before. This is weird.
Like, even the metallic looking things aren't constructs?
The metallic. Oh, the thing swooping down. Is it an Arcana check for this? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's an Arcana check. That thing's a ghost.
Say a goat?
Ghost.
Oh, a ghost.
Ooh.
I like the idea that there was
We
a
turn
goat
back and go,
swooping down.
help.
It's an ethereal goat.
I need your help. Let's move quickly. Over here.
Okay, also, we missed a trap. But
What?
I found it. We're not hurt.
Good.
Well, then we didn't miss it, did we? You found it just fine.
Just in time.
That's the only time to find it.
Well, if you can't get the door open yet, we should go try to see what's going on here.
So she did not open the door. She just only found the trap. Is that
No.
right?
Yeah, she just found the trap.
Okay.
It's a 25
Well,
to
let's
open
go
the
ahead and
door.
talk, friend. Draw a weapon and head that way.
Yes, definitely draw a weapon.
Okay, y'all draw weapons and you head down the hall, and you see a large group of these circular, like, I guess robots. They're made of shiny brass.
Like, spherical, you mean?
Spherical, yeah, they're spherical,
Mr. Robot.
and they got little daggers, and they're like attacking it all at once. They're like, it's not like they're all like trying to poke at it haphazardly. They're all in unison when the thing swoops down, thrusting their daggers up at the same time to get it. But
Okay, so is it like a circle with legs?
like a sphere with legs and arms, and they're really spindly.
Neat.
Ooh. That,
You do see You do see one guy who looks like two like boxes, like pieces of luggage on top of each other with eyes, and he's like pointing at the others and kind of directing them what to do.
But it
Whose
doesn't look
side
like a
are we
person.
on?
Huh?
The director doesn't look like a person.
It looks like two metal suitcases made of brass. With two like spindly pipe
Alright, and
legs
the
coming
things
out,
they're
two
fighting
spindly
look like,
pipe arms.
and the things they're fighting, they look like.
Oh, that's it. It's some sort of specter that's swooping down and trying to kill one. Make a perception check. Everybody can make a perception check.
That sounds good. Let's do that.
I know y'all don't want to just jump in haphazardly on this.
Yeah, I wanted to have a reason to pick a side here.
Apparently, Regulus does not care.
So,
He's just like, things need to happen now.
Verbositus, you see this thing swoop down, and the thing he kills, the creature he kills, is holding this big gear about the size, like about about 2.5 to 3 feet across. It's this big gear, and it's holding it up, and the creature swoops down and kills it. And then the next spheroid will grab the gear, pick it up, and that becomes the Spectre's next target.
The polygons are on our side, I yell. Should we roll initiative at some point?
I can let you just go. Y'all can roll up.
I want to attack a monster thing.
You're gonna attack the Spectre?
The Spectre.
What? Why are we attacking the Spectre?
How are you attacking it? It is in the air.
That's why. I'm picking a side, darn it, and I choose the Spectre to be stabbed. Should I roll or?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh,
24 to hit.
wait, you're using a sword? It's in the air.
Yeah.
It's above you.
Oh, how high above me? Because we're in a sewer. I didn't figure it was that high.
The thing is it's like over the spheroid creatures, and you're like wading through them, right?
Right.
Okay, so you wade on in there to get it with your sword, and
Yes.
you can hit it and you can do damage.
Okay. The first number is correct because I'm doing one-handed.
Right. You put your sword up into it, and it glides through your sword just seamlessly and smooth. And you bring your sword all the way through it, and it's got some like slime dripping off of it.
And for a split second, you hear what you could only describe as a very mysterious.
That seems appropriate.
Um,
In character, I yell, "We should use magic."
Audrey, is there anything you'd like to do here?
I don't know what to do.
All right, Regulus.
I want to call out to the ghost.
Okay. What do you say?
I say, what is happening? In Primordial, maybe? I don't know.
Primordial?
The ghost stops and goes, "Huh?"
It stops and distracts and like,
Regulus
dialect
makes
is
some
terrible.
weird noises.
The creature that looks like two like boxes on top of each other, he turns to you as you speak in Primordial and says back, "That creature is trying to steal from us."
creature is trying to steal from us. Okay. Well, if they're trying, if
The ghost
we
doesn't
are,
seem to understand you at all.
if we're trying to side with a bunch of box creatures,
The
I
specter.
don't want to take an action. I'm going to hold action. If somebody attacks me or Verbositus, then I'll attack somebody.
The specter
Verbositus.
swoops down, puts its like icky fingers into the dual box creature, and it rusts and its eye like boils in its sockets, and it falls over dead, and then disappears in like a puff of smoke.
Oh my god! He
By the way,
Dark
you
Souls
notice
him.
there are no corpses anywhere. There's none of these creatures are leaving corpses. They seem to
This
be.
ghost is committing a
okay.
genocide
They
of these
just
people.
dissolve.
Yeah, I was
when the
wondering if
creature
maybe
gets-
their weapons were special and could actually hurt it, so I would look on the ground for one.
When the creature dissolves, you notice one of the other ones starts shining brightly, and in a flash of light, turns into a new double box creature.
Whoa!
And he starts directing the others what to do.
Wow. This insanity. Does anybody have any instincts here? Is Verbositus going to continue to...
Verbositus, yeah, let's do it.
Verbositus will strike at the creature again, but this time to cast Green Flame Blade.
All right.
Because it's magic, yo. I still have to roll to hit, so give me a sec. Back to core.
Out of character, my character is very worried about killing this spirit and then finding out the spirit was linked to like the Oracle or some shit. And then we just like killed the Oracle.
So
Yeah, you know, we just saw like ghosts fighting boxes and spheres.
We all could
I
be on
picked a
methamphetamine
side.
right
What
now.
did you
I
do?
can't be sure.
I'm on the side of the solids. Says 21 hit.
yes, 21 does hit.
All right, so that is my the 8 is my damage. Let me pull up the green flame blade thing to make sure we do this right here. Spells, green flame blade. Trying to make it show up. Is it not? It's not showing up, is it? I'm not hearing anything.
No.
Dang it! I thought if I clicked it, it would show up. Okay, well, I'll just read it to you, dang it. All right, so on a hit, the target suffers the attack's normal effects, and green fire will leap from the target to a different creature of my choice within 5 feet that will take my charisma in damage. So add 3 to the nearest ghost to the ghost that I struck at, and he will take magical green fire damage.
There's only one ghost.
Then shizzling it. I thought there was more than one.
No, there's just one.
How come your stuff works and my stuff does not?
That's what I was testing to see if I could click it and it would work. And it worked.
Oh, I found it. Here, watch. So I have my character separated as I have it like pulled out as a second web page. So I didn't see the original web page. So I needed to input the value of what level I was on. But anyway, yeah, it does the thing I said.
Okay, so it does green fire damage to it. So yeah, your blade is wreathed in green fire. It hits the creature as it splits in two and dissipates. All
Well
of the
done.
creatures in unison cheer, give out a cheer. Hooray! All at once.
As we all get the whatchamacallit, Final Fantasy music going.
Not even a single one of them is like off from the other. It's all at the same time. Hooray!
That's creepy.
Are they Modrons?
That's my assumption.
The double box.
That's my out of character assumption, not in character.
The double box creature will approach you. Thank you for saving us.
Of course. And I give him a bow and
What did we just save you from?
That looked like a specter, an apparition, a ghost.
Oh, you must be a
It did.
thesaurus creature. Some sort
What
of...
happened? Why did that ghost attack you?
I do not know the
I pick up the
the
gear the
ambitions of
creature
a ghost
dropped.
is beyond me. We do not have ghosts. What do ghosts do usually? Why do they usually attack?
I pick up the gear that the creature dropped and I offer it to the guy that looks like two pieces of luggage.
Ah, thank you. We definitely need this. By the way, you notice that this gear has like uh uh stuff on the back of it that you could use it as a shield.
Oh,
The
you
gear,
mean like
the
a
gear looks like a shield.
arm holder
Yeah,
thingy?
like arm holders for like a shield. The
May I ask you about this piece?
Oh.
What is it? Why do you need it?
Um, it is part of our community. We need it to rebuild.
Um, Forgive me for being ignorant. I am unfamiliar with your species. Do you normally dwell in sewers?
No.
But you do now.
No.
Why are you here?
To retrieve our gear.
This gear?
This one.
It looks like I pull out my shield.
Why are
and
you here? Do you normally live in sewers?
No.
We're trying to get into the door out there.
That door over. He wanders off. That door over there?
Yes.
Easy matter. Why aren't you through it yet?
Because we saw you and thought you needed aid.
We did, thank you. We are in your debt. Is there anything we can do for you?
Could you open the door for us?
Gladly. He'll walk over to the door. He'll call over one of the spheres. They'll put their arms together. They'll like transform them a bit, stick it in the lock, turn it a little. The one of the levers will undo. They'll pull it out. They'll start adjusting the door as more of the little levers and dials move, and then the door pops open.
Thank you very much.
Well, how fortuitous that we stumbled upon you. You have been quite helpful indeed.
You
May
have
I
been quite
ask a
helpful
question
indeed.
before we part ways?
Go, please. What is your inquiry?
What are you?
Oh, we are the Modron. I am Duodrone, and these are Monodrone.
I see. Can you elaborate on what a Modron, duodrone, and monodrone is?
We are aspects of.
I know out of character, thank you.
We are aspects of perfect order.
That
Interesting.
makes sense.
Quite admirable.
We need to get our gear back home. Thank
Why
you for
would
your
these
assistance.
ghosts be trying to steal your gear? It looks like, and I'm just guessing, that your gear is used like this. I show them my shield because it has straps to hold on an arm, like their gear did.
Our gear is not used like that.
Oh, what does
How do
yours
you
do?
use it?
Our gear goes into a great machine.
All right.
What kind of machine?
Ooh.
We
Does
must,
it have a purpose?
Our machine is made to bring life.
So they, being dead, hate life?
I do not know what makes a ghost go. We do not have ghosts.
I
Interesting.
start inching toward the door slowly but surely.
Okay.
I'm fascinated by these weird creatures I've never seen before. I have lost all interest in the door.
We must go now.
Hmm. And where would you go?
Home?
Home. He looks
And
at you
home is
strangely.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is where our other Modrons are waiting for us. Goodbye. And they'll start
Goodbye.
marching off in perfect order down the sewer.
I'm gonna follow them for a ways because I really need to know now.
They just made themselves a stalker.
Yep. I want to see if they vanish or if they are actually if we're going to a crazy hollow world situation here. I want to know what's happening.
I think they're pretty interesting.
Okay. Tarek, do you go
But
to see the Oracle or do you follow Verbositus? Audrey, do you...
I reluctantly
Oracle.
stay behind.
Okay, Verbositus goes off on his own for an adventure,
Verbositus.
while the others go to see the Oracle. What will happen to them next time?
Oh yeah, it is that time.
It's that time. It's that time.
Yeah, I guess it
The
is.
surprise ending.
Surprise ending.
Sorry, man, that's too weird. I gotta find out what that is.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm definitely not saying you shouldn't. But now we've split the party.
Nothing better
I'm
than
thinking
splitting the
more
party.
along the
I
lines
believe
of
in him. He'll
seeing
be
if I can
fine. He's
track
got
them
10 hit
later.
points.
I have more character concepts in mind. I'm
Okay,
sure my fairly chaotic friend fellow will do just fine in the realm of absolute order.
If you watched this, hey, thanks for watching. Give it a like because you made it through all the way to the end, and that means you obviously liked it. I want to thank everybody for playing. Crystal, Tarek, Howard. That's it, everybody. My name's Corey. We're done.
Bye bye, everybody.